to Football Baithak. My name is Taimur Sohail. I am the co-founder of IFP. Today we have two very special guests. We have Sami from IFP and we have PK Football News, the biggest platform in Pakistan right now when it comes to football. तो अस्सलाम वालेकुम गाइस, क्या हाल है आपका?
वालेकुम सलाम। मैं ठीक, आपका क्या हाल है?
मैं ठीक हूँ. अच्छा guys, first off, I just want to talk about कि tomorrow we have the first training camp back. Not as early as we expected, लेकिन फिर भी है कि we have 6 days before the match. तो what do you guys think? क्या चल रहा है आपके माइंड में अभी? क्या हो सकता है? Any late entries हो सकती है स्क्वाड में या आपको लगता है स्क्वाड चेंजेस होगी अभी भी?
आई थिंक फाइनल स्क्वाड तो नहीं डायरेक्टली आएगा। पहले तो वो जैसे लास्ट टाइम हुआ था, सीधा प्लेइंग 11 खिला दी थी। तो इस बार भी ऑब्वियसली वही प्लेयर्स होंगे ऑलमोस्ट, लेकिन कुछ चेंजेस हैं। जैसे फजल नहीं है, फजल की जगह आई थिंक खुर्शीद आलम आया। आई थिंक सो, खुर्शीद
Yes,
आलम और
खुर्शीद आलम
जुनैद
ही
शाह,
आएगा.
ये दो लेफ्ट बैक पे। तो
Yep.
आई थिंक यही 2-3 चेंजेस होंगे, और आदिल नबी और राहिस नबी का कमबैक हुआ है। तो लेट्स सी के क्या रिजल्ट्स आते हैं। तो
और समी, आपको क्या लगता है? What do you think in terms of the new additions and any surprise expected in the next few days?
I don't really expect any new additions. Of course, we have Adil Nabi, who's set to make his debut next week, inshallah, and Umar Nawaz as well. Unfortunately, no Fazal this time. I think Fazal would have been very important for us, especially if you look back at our first game against Syria, how important he was. So I think we'll be missing him a lot.
Totally agree, because obviously Fazal was outstanding, I think, against Afghanistan as well. And previous performances was very good as well. And at the end of the day, देखो, it's more of a coach decision. We don't know tactically decision hai. Maybe it's not good enough, or there is any other issues with Fazal जो हुआ था. We don't know actually right now at this moment. Baki, I
आई
want to
थिंक,
talk about. Yep.
क्योंकि मेरे सुनने में आया था ना, फजल 100% जो है ना फिट नहीं था। उसकी ना एंकल स्प्रेन थी जब वो इंजर्ड हुआ था ना।
अच्छा.
उसको टैकल बजा था होम गेम में। उसके बाद से उसकी एंकल को
Yep.
कुछ हुआ था। फिर भी ही स्टिल प्ले रियली वेल, बट आई डोंट नो व्हाई ही वाज ड्रॉप। ही वाज डूइंग प्रीटी गुड, बेटर देन एनीवन ऑन द लेफ्ट बैक वी कुड एवर हैव।
But I think injury shouldn't be the main issue because he's playing right now. He
या
just won the
डेफिनेटली,
league with
या
his club. So I don't think injury का issue है regarding अभी. अच्छा, so the match is against Syria, very tough opponent. Last time when we faced them, we I think lost 3-0 if I'm not wrong, at their
2
home
0.
in March. 2-0 basically. And we had Stephen at that time. So I wanted to know, okay, I wanted Sami to tell us a bit about Syria की team, how they are looking at right now, क्या potential है, किस तरह की squad लेकर आ रहे हैं अभी, and what are the key players that are missing from the squad right now.
Yeah, so today Syria published their squad for the upcoming game against Pakistan. It's pretty much the same squad that we faced back in March, I believe. But they're missing a few key players. For example, Omar Al Soma, who's a top scorer of Saudi Pro League. He had an amazing free kick against Afghanistan, also scored against us.
Yeah.
Another player that's missing is Ahmed Faka. He plays in the Allsvenskan, so in the same league as Abdullah Iqbal, and he scored against us in the last game as well. He'll be missing, furthermore, Ahem Usu, who's also a very good center back, plays in Belgium. Omar Harbin, also missing, and Pablo Sabak, who scored 2 goals in their last game against Myanmar.
Yep.
They're a lot weaker than their last game because their main three strikers, Alsoma, Harbin, and Sabak, are all dropped from the squad. So I think our defense should have it a bit more easier than as compared to last time.
And last time basically. So yeah, I think that's something that we need to look at, and especially what Solano would have recognized before, case they're not bringing their A squad right now. So my question to you guys is that, what's our tactical plan against Syria? would we rather go for the 5-3-2 that we played with Stephen under Stephen as well, or should we go for a more attacking approach like 4-3-3 against Syria?
I think attacking is better because अगर अब अभी जितने भी रिमेनिंग मैचेस जीत जाए तो ऑब्वियसली क्वालिफाई तो नहीं होना, तो
True.
यही एक्सपीरियंस के लिए कोच को चाहिए कि अब अपनी टैक्टिक्स आजमाए और इसी तरह ना देखे कौन सा प्लेयर किस जगह पे बेस्ट है.
Hmm. And I think it's very crucial that he plays the lineup right. He doesn't experiment a
Yeah.
lot with the lineup,
Hmm.
because we know against Afghanistan, especially at home, the lineup that he played at home at the first match was like, first half was not that good from Pakistan, if you remember.
Yeah.
But after the second half, when you had, Harizeb coming in, Alamgir coming in as well, so you changed the whole dynamic, बहुत different हो गया था. The good thing about Pakistan is that we do have two new players, right? If I'm not wrong, Adil Nabi and Umar Nawaz.
राहिस नबी,
Right now.
उमर नवाज भी है.
नहीं, like new
राहिस
players,
अंडर
debutants basically.
सोलानो के.
भाई पाकिस्तान का डेब्यूटेंट बेसिकली.
अच्छा.
वो तो ऐसे तो बहुत लोग आते रहते नहीं मैचेस के अंदर. I'm talking about the actual debut for the Pakistan national team. So we have Adil Nabi and Umar Nawaz. ठीक है. I think these are very good two players. Umar Nawaz is very young as well. Adil Nabi has experience, a lot of experience. The question is that who do you start first, basically?
This podcast has been powered by Maidan. Maidan is a pickup app you can use to play football near you. To quickly go over some of its features, the Match tab will enlist all the relevant details for you, like the location and the time. Lineup tab में आपको confirmed players की list, उनकी peer-to-peer ratings और उनके individual statistics भी नजर आएंगे. You can use this tab to join the team. Ground tab में आपको pitch information भी मिल जाएगी. Head over to the Wall tab to interact with the team. The Maidan app also has a create feature which you can use to book yourself a match anywhere and also to find yourself a team. The chat feature allows you to speak to other players. Your match stats can be found underneath the stats tab on your profile. हर मैच के बाद आपको एक पोस्ट मैच एनालिसिस का ऑप्शन मिलेगा जिसमें आप हर प्लेयर को रेट कर सकते हैं. Maidan app also offers you benefits like cashbacks and live bookings are set to be introduced soon. ये ऐप सिर्फ प्लेयर्स नहीं बल्कि ग्राउंड मैनेजर्स को भी cater करती है. They can use the Maidan dashboard to schedule and keep track of matches. So what are you waiting for? Use the pickup app and find yourself a team, a slot, and go play football, even if your friends are too busy.
Who do you think should start at least right now?
In this player.
I think Adil Nabi definitely deserves a start.
Adil Nabi
as
should
we all
definitely
know,
start. Yeah.
we have some striker issues, so we might potentially see Adil Nabi play as a striker for Pakistan. Perhaps maybe a 4-4-2 with Adil Nabi and Umar Nawaz on top, so they both have a good dynamic.
Well, many people think like because Adil Nabi is more of a camp player, but at least from my perspective, मेरा perspective ये है कि यार we don't have a striker for the last, I don't know, since Hassan Bashir हमारे पास कोई अच्छा striker नहीं मिला. सीधी जो बात है, we don't have a front line जो lead कर सकता है. I think Adil Nabi would make more sense even if you play a 4-3-3, ठीक है, to start as a striker because he has that experience plus finishing उसकी भी. I think he's that guy that can finish on one touch. Basically, उसको one touch दोगे वो finish करेगा. We shouldn't rely him playing behind the striker because I think उसकी quality उधर reduce हो रही होगी. आदिल नबी की at least मेरे perspective से. And मेरा ये भी perspective था depends on what Solano does as well. If he plays a 4-5-1 जैसे बीच में कैंप भी खिलाता है, मेरा perspective ये था कि यार bring Otis inside midfield rather than you put him outside on the wing. I think from there he can be a bit more productive. लेकिन मसला ये आता है कि अगर Otis को you bring in the camp, आपके पास left side वाली flank खाली हो जाता है. Now that's the very question कि उधर कौन खेलेगा? गुलजारी खेलेगा. But what about the right wing then? Abdul Samad on the right wing.
Yeah,
I think
that makes sense.
Otis left खेलता है ना?
Left खेलता है.
Otis plays on the left. He likes to cut in at the right, then he
Hmm.
tries to shoot. But the issue with what I've seen at least that he doesn't get a lot of ball when he's playing on the left wing. He has to track
Hmm.
back in. Even though in the last few matches he should have scored, to be very honest, he should have scored the penalty and he should have scored the against Afghanistan at away as well. So, but I think giving him more chances, more of the ball, I think he can get chances to score more goals. अब दूसरी बात आ जाती है मिडफील्ड में. आई थिंक इट डिपेंड्स इफ यू गो फॉर अ 4-3-3. अगर आप बिल्कुल ही ओटिस को विंग पर ही रखते हो, देन आई थिंक इससे बेहतर मिडफील्ड तुम अभी खिला नहीं सकते. आलमगीर, रईस नबी और एतजाज, you guys, I think you need all three to start at least अगर आप 4-3-3 जाते हो.
Definitely.
Because I think you're wasting a lot of potential there. Tufail is very good as well as a backup. I think he is good enough right now to at least start
Second
or
half
at least
में
be the first sub to bring on as well. ठीक है. उसके अलावा you don't have क्या कहते हैं,
left
अच्छा
back.
सबसे बड़ा इशू जो इस मैच का है कि कीपर हमारे पास नहीं है at that quality as well, because हमारा Yusuf is not in the team as well. Then you have Saqib who's injured as well, because he was our second choice keeper. So we're bringing in Atam Khan back into the national camp, and he is probably going to start again. And looking at against the Syria, honestly, anyone you put in right now would concede goals.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think people shouldn't judge him a lot for this match at least, because I think he hasn't played a national team game, if I'm not wrong. He's played under 23s.
Senior के नहीं, under 23 हम.
Senior के नहीं खेली. He's never made a senior appearance. So this is technically
No.
his first senior appearance. So I think it's very important for the fans to get behind him as well about this.
I think सोलानो ने तभी उसको बुलाया क्योंकि सोलानो ने उसको ना खेलते हुए देखा हुआ है, तो उसको पता है कि प्लेयर कैसा है. लेकिन आई स्टिल फील कि अगर एक्सपीरियंस पे जाते तो यूसुफ बट का बनता था, लेकिन बस क्या कर सकते हैं.
Well, that's some coach decision. Like I said, every coach has his own decisions. एक ना दो players के साथ जरूर कोई ना कोई issue होता है हर coach का. You know, that's football. You know, उसमें आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते. So basically, I want to talk about another very interesting topic. Not many people know कि हमारी under 17 का camp बहुत time से चल रहा है. Or it's like very under the radar, because I think it's been going on for some time. 2-3 हफ्ते हो गया, right? Even more than that, I don't know. But I've heard
महीना हो
कि
गया.
बहुत time से चल रहा था. महीना हो गया almost इस camp को. But there has been a lot of issues regarding that. I would like अब्दुल्ला भाई, आप थोड़ा सा इस पर हमें बताएं कि क्या चल रहा है exactly under 17 के camp में.
यार मैं बोलो नहीं.
coaches के behind, because obviously
कोचेस के
कोचेस के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से पूछ रहा हूँ. जी जी.
अच्छा, कोचेस यही है कि कभी किसी को पॉइंट करते हैं तो उसको कोई कॉल अप आ जाती है, जैसे अपना कौन था,
नासिर भाई.
नहीं गोलकीपर कौन थे,
जाफर खान था.
जाफर खान. हाँ, उनको आर्मी के डिपार्टमेंट में आई थिंक बुला लिया है, तो वो उधर चले गए अपनी ड्यूटी करने. नासिर इस्माइल साहब का कोई मेरे ख्याल फैमिली इशू है आई थिंक, एज फार एज आई नो. फिबा में अब एक कोच उन्होंने बुलाया जिसने लास्ट टाइम आई थिंक 2005 और 10 में कोई कोचिंग की थी. तो अब उसको बुला रहे हैं. इतने पुराने कोचेस बाबे बुढ़ेरे उठ के आ रहे हैं. बंदा वलीद खान हमदानी को पकड़े, तुम लोग क्या बाबों की अपनी फिलोसफी लेके आ रहे हो. यंग कोचेस लाने चाहिए. इस तरह तो फिर वही बात आ गई ना, छोड़ो फिर पॉलिटिकल हो जाएगा.
Nee, I agree as well. I like something. I saw something today, like Fazaldinho was saying something as well. You know, these guys have been coaching from what 1980s. जब भी इन्हें license किया 1980s, 1990s. To be very honest, that's irrelevant right now in modern football. जो वो tactics लाना भी चाह रहे हैं. Even if I put you there at a head coach, I think you'll do a better job than most coaches जो अभी वो training करा रहे हैं. So we need to change that perspective कि यार अभी जो better coaches है, we know Willie Javed has that quality.
Yeah,
definitely. We know that Hamdan has
young
that
coaches,
quality.
passionate.
वो दो coaches इस तरह के अगर आप उसको पूरा एक under 23, under 17 setup दे दो, they can actually do something. You know, they can actually start building up, and then you can link it with the national team coach जो सोलानो है आपका. और उसके साथ link करके आप कर सकते हो प्रॉपर काम इस पर। तो क्या कहते हैं इसके अलावा, तो वही बात है कि आई हर्ड जो हेड कोच था वो बीमार था, फ्रॉम व्हाट आई हर्ड एज वेल। एंड उसके बाद लाइक यू सिंह जाफर खान इज ऑन ड्यूटी एज वेल, उसके साथ उसका एक टीम मैनेजर भी था, वो भी शायद कहीं ड्यूटी में है आर्मी के साथ समथिंग। देयर हैज बीन अ लॉट ऑफ हैसल पीछे, और एक्सको
I think
मेंबर्स भी आई थिंक एक साथ नेशनल टीम कैंप हेड कर रहा है, तो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ uncertainty about what's happening, kya ho raha hai. And this is what Pakistani football is right now, to be very honest. There's nothing we can do about it. Or but yeah कि यार hopefully improvements आएंगी. This is the last match
hopefully merit
for
पे
us.
coaches लेके आए.
2025 में last match है right now. And I wanted to talk about क्या कहते हैं Mohsin as well. Obviously he has taken over since June right now. There has been some developments as well. Uh, सबसे बड़ी controversial development आपके सामने है the logo that we have really protested against as well. IFP, including all of the other so big social platforms, has protested against the logo. So what do you think कि logo change होगा?
मुझे तो नहीं लगता, जिस तरह अरसा लगा के इन्होंने अब चूज कर लिया, अगर चेंज करना होता ना इन्होंने, अगर इनकी नीयत होती तो ऑब्वियसली ये इस तरह का फजूल लोगो नहीं लेके आते एआई से बना हुआ, तो मुझे नहीं लगता ये
I don't
करेंगे,
know
मे बी ये करें
AI
अगर
with
फैंस
screens
प्रेशर.
में बना हुआ है, लेकिन देखो at least from what our perspective is that what we can do is that keep pushing forward, keep pushing
कहेंगे
that
भाई
we
नहीं
need to
चाहिए.
change the logo, because अगर आप तक we're not pushing it, logo change नहीं हो सकता, सीधी जो बात है आपके सामने है. तो the good perspective is that we did create logos, new logos for the PFF. We did present it to the PFF, but the PFF wasn't interested in that time, or maybe they couldn't change it. I don't know what the situation was, but we did present it to the PFF. हमने एक out of the 3 logos we have published our own, जो IFP वाला था, it's available. But बात वही है कि it has to be done, because the new logo जो अभी currently is against Syria use हो रहा है, that's not just good enough. You know, looking at आपका international football, आप इंडिया का लोगो देख ले जाकर, it's very modernized. हर लोगो अब ऐसा ऐसा modernization में जा रहा है, ऐसा ऐसा, it's keeping it more simple and simple clean, rather than जो पहले traditional logos होते थे. कुछ ने रखा हुआ है अभी भी, but ये है कि is going more into that transformation. So I'm hopeful कि लोगो चेंज हो, कुछ चीज़ें वगैरह बेहतर हो इसके रिगार्डिंग. और दूसरा
I
मैंने
think that
पूछना था. Yep.
I think that Ultra Shaheen should take a part in this, especially when the home game comes. I think, as we know, they met Mohsin Gilani before. I think that as the fans, it's their obligation to talk to Mohsin and
Agreed.
um, try to persuade him to change the logo, because let's be honest, nobody likes the logo. Everyone hates it.
Yeah,
It's just
true.
it doesn't look good. And how will
Yep.
the other countries think of us when they see us rocking a 1940s logo?
अब तो पुराने वाला
So
लोगो भी अच्छा लगने लगा है.
I
पुराने
like the
वाला भी
old
अच्छा
logo
लगा
much
है
better
वही.
now, to be very honest. Achha, Abdullah, I wanted to know, because you are a part of Ultra Shaheens in some shape or form. तो मैंने पूछना था what are their plans for this match? आप कुछ updates देना चाहते हैं from Ultra Shaheens point of view?
As for now, अभी फंड रेजिंग की थी ड्रम के लिए जो अल्ट्रास के पास होते हैं, फ्लैग्स होंगे, एंड वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द लोगो के बारे में भी चांस वगैरह करेंगे. तो आई थिंक बैनर भी बनवाने हैं, तो इंशाल्लाह लेट्स सी, वी आर स्टिल वर्किंग के क्या क्या करना चाहिए, फ्लैग्स वगैरह सारा कुछ. इस बारी सेम लास्ट टाइम की तरह सेल्फ अपना वेलकम करेंगे टीम को विद फ्लेयर्स एंड एवरीथिंग, फ्लैग. तो इंशाल्लाह लेट्स सी.
I think if I'm not wrong, इस दफा शायद players ban कर दिए, because वो
इनसाइड द
AFC की
स्टेडियम. हाँ.
inside the stadium it's not allowed, because it's very important for people to understand कि यार देखो, obviously it's fun, आप शोगर मेला लगाओ, लेकिन at the end of the day भाई अगर हमें फिर ban पड़ जाए, फिर fine पड़ जाए, तो it will create more problems for us rather than हम solutions निकालें. हाँ, आप लोगों ने जो करना है outside the stadium you can do that, but during the stadium at least try to at least control के भाई fireworks और ये चीज़ें वगैरह color bombs ना use करो. For the last 3 matches मैंने देखा ही है ऐसा कुछ ना कुछ वाकया तो हुआ है
कोई ना
जिनसे
कोई
भी
कर
भाई
जाते हैं.
कोई ना कोई कर रहा होता है because that one act could lead us to a suspension or something at least. So we should be careful with that. Baki, yes, totally agree. Ultra Shaheens should, do something during the match as well, and especially when it comes to meeting Mohsin, we should. I think all of us should question, okay, bhai, what are the next steps to be taken? Because after this, we have this match. Then there's a big gap. March में last match है हमारा
3-4 महीनों का I
home
think.
against Myanmar, and should be the easiest match in the group. Not easiest, but yeah, I would say a
Could be
bit
that.
difficult to understand. But depending if we get Isa back, for example, Yusuf Bhai back, hopefully Fazal back as well.
Inshallah.
We get maybe another 1 or 2 people into it as well.
New players.
कोई local अच्छा player भी निकल आए, वो भी आ जाए squad में. So I think that can help, but we need friendlies because summer में we have this app coming up. We need to play more friendlies now.
Feb में भी
And,
I think window है कोई.
देखो वर्ल्ड कप ईयर है तो एवरीवन इज फ्री. आपके पास जून जुलाई इट्स टोटली फ्री. एवरीवन इज फ्री. यू कैन प्ले मैचेस. जो वर्ल्ड कप नहीं खेले दे यू कैन अरेंज फ्रेंडलीज अगेंस्ट दीस नेशंस बिफोर द सैफ एज वेल. एंड आपके पास मार्च का भी विंडो है आई थिंक, और एक अप्रैल में भी आता है इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. मार्च अप्रैल में दोनों में विंडोज आते हैं, फीफा विंडोज आते हैं. I could be wrong, but जितना मुझे याद है because it's a World Cup year, because qualifiers आखिर तक चलते रहते हैं, तो I think आएगा ज़रूर. So it's important that we play in these matches as well और बेटर करें. But more importantly ये भी है कि because we don't have any women's matches, women's के तो home match हमने last I think 2015 से बाद ये 2014 से पहले नहीं खेला. तो I think थोड़ा सा perspective change होना चाहिए इसके बारे में overall. Lastly, I would like to talk about के भाई predictions, and I would like to ask Sami first because उनकी जो predictions होती है they are very famous and very accurate, on point होती है हर दफ़ा. So I want to know your predictions, Sami.
इस दफ़ा मैंने predictions नहीं देनी.
Yeah,
लेकिन सिर्फ ये कहना है
try to be
कि realistic. Okay, if we look at Syria's attack, they're missing their key players, 3 strikers and 2 important center backs. Just looking at these missing players, I think we should be able to give them a tough fight, especially with Solano now, who's trying to play more attacking football. I think we might be able to get a draw, at least. That's what I'm hoping for.
Very bold statement by Sami. बाकी अब्दुल्ला भाई आप बताएं, what do you think?
I think 2-1 ही होगा obviously because अभी हमारे पास आदिल भी है, एतजाज भी है मिडफील्ड पे, फिर बाम ऊपर फराज गुलजारी कह लो लेफ्ट विंग पे, राइट विंग पे अब्दुल समद मिड में आ गया, उमर नवाज, या तो आदिल नबी को उधर कर देना. So I think we can score a goal, but defending I don't think so because we still have a left back problem because Junaid Shah, I don't have any personal issue, but सबको पता है कि क्या है.
I would say when it comes to Junaid Shah, देखो he is ठीक है easily one of the best left backs locally in the country. ठीक है, उस पर तो no question है because locally कोई question नहीं है. ठीक है, he's good enough to play that. But you can't compare it to Fazal, yaar. Come on, you can't compare it to Fazal. That's simple as that. You can't compare him to Fazal.
अब फजल नहीं है तो सोलानो का आई थिंक इंटरव्यू आया था, ही सेड के मैं प्लेयर्स खुद नहीं ढूंढता जाके, मुझे कोई रिकमेंडेशन देता है, मेरे जो भी उसके करीब लोग हैं वो बेहतर जानते हैं कौन है, उसको जो भी रिकमेंड करता है सोलानो उसके पास जाता है कि हाँ भाई तू आ जा तू आ जा तू आ जा. तो आई थिंक इसी बेसिस पे फजल को ड्रॉप किया गया है कि हाँ भाई ये बंदा फजल से अच्छा, और किसी ने क्या दिया ना कि हाँ भाई ये बंदा फजल से अच्छा है, ये बंदा इसको पकड़ लो इसको कर लो. तो ऑब्वियसली ही इज लिसनिंग टू दोस पीपल हु इज अराउंड हिम. तो वो अभी खुद ही उसके पास
स्पेकुलेशंस भी हो सकते हैं, लाइक आई सेड ये तो फिर बहुत ही हर बंदे पर पॉइंट्स आ जाएंगे. लेकिन
तो आपको भी पता है फिर पाकिस्तान फुटबॉल में तो ये चीजें बहुत कॉमन है.
दिस इज कॉमन एज वेल. तो before I end the podcast, so my prediction is that I think we're going to lose 3-1 or 4-1. Reason being, I'll give you the
Yeah,
reason as well. Reason simple hai.
like,
Dekho, firstly,
let's say,
we have a very inexperienced keeper. I think he's what, 18,
hmm,
19, if I'm not wrong, Adam Khan. He's
19.
gonna face a lot of
Sami ko
headache.
pata, Sami
Yeah,
closely follows him.
this is not under 23, like this is like the national
Hmm.
team.
Hmm.
दूसरा I feel from the left flank जहाँ पर जुनेद शाह शुरू करेगा, I think that's gonna be an issue as well. Depending on the centre back as well, if he goes with Abdullah Shah, so I think we might be in trouble, at least from my perspective. I think Mohib
Hmm.
has been good enough to give in a start, and I think Mohib
Hmm.
is more comfortable on the ball. Abdullah is great with
Hmm.
heading tackles as well. He can give you tackles
Defending
as well.
physically. Hmm.
But Mohib can actually make and break the game basically. मुझे लगता है कि he plays with Abdullah Iqbal, so maybe we can salvage up the game. But totally depending on these two things, कि center back कौन
Hmm.
होगा साथ और left back वाला. Let's see how Junaid Shah performs. Surprisingly, he played very well against Afghanistan. To be very honest,
Hmm.
we have the stats. He played well. So I
Ah.
think that's where the inspiration or what Fazaldinho keh what the head coach Solano thinks basically
Hmm.
about why I think you should start. So I think it's gonna be interesting, the last match for this year,
Hopefully.
और इंशाल्लाह देखते हैं कि क्या होता है. बाकी thank you everyone for tuning in, और इंशाल्लाह फिर मुलाकात करते हैं. अल्लाह हाफिज़.
Inshallah. Allah Hafiz.
Nice.